Welcome to this video where I'm going to be describing how to create a start-stop button for your video.
So let's get started.
To start off, you can just drag your video into Unity. So I literally just drag the MP4 off of my desktop into here. I'm not going to change anything for now. Next, I have my photo. I took a photo of like the start and a pause button so that later when you drag them in, I drag them as JPEGs. When you drag them in, it's going to look at like this default, so make sure to change them to sprites. So I did that for both, so this one's also a sprite. Now we are going to go down to video, our video player. So it's going to ask for our clip right here, so I'm going to just drag that right over. Now it also needs a render texture. So I'm just going to right click, go to create, and go to render texture. Perfect. Next, I'm going to create a raw image, which is essentially going to be where my video is going to show. So make sure it's a raw image, not an image. For a raw image, you can put multiple things, whereas an image, you must have a sprite. So in this case, that's fine. Then I'm going to take the new renderer that I made. Not only am I going to add it as the texture here, I'm also going to put it back in the video player. This also needed as a target texture. So now I essentially connected the video to the raw image. I'm also going to scale the raw image to about my screen size, so 1080, 720. Now the video itself is kind of blurry, and Unity is just going to make it even more blurry, so beware of that.
Welcome to this video where I will be describing how to disable
so as you can see,
and enable a game object with the click of a button.
So that was the video, and it played. So right now, it plays on awake, and it just goes. However, we want to create a button for this. So I'm going to take this off, and then we're going to create our button. So when you use both button and the mesh, so here, for the button, if you need to import it, just import it. It's going to be for the text. So make sure both the raw image and the button are under the canvas, and an event system was created as well. If that's not true, this can lead to some errors. Button, I'm not going to need a text. So I want my button initially to be our pause or our play sign. Why don't we start it so that the video hasn't started, so we have to click play. So I'm going to take my start sprite and change it to the source image of button. I'm going to scale it. Let's see how 80 by 80 is. I'm going to bring it lower so that's not in the center. Perfect. Okay. So now you need to create a script to do the changing, to make the video play and to change the button. So you can do that by right-clicking, going to create, going to C# script. I already have mine. I called it start stop. Alrighty, so because we're using a video, you need to import this video. We're using sprites for our button, so you need that. And then our button is a UI object, so make sure to import these three things. That could lead to some issues. Now, our video player, we're going to attach the script to it, so we can just make it private. I'm going to call it player. The button will assign in the hierarchy, and then our two start and stop sprites we can assign to. So here's where we're assigning our player, just saying it's that video player component. So it's this object. It's just going to take this, and we're going to put the script here. And then we're going to create this method for our button. Make sure you include public so that you can access it. I'm calling it change start stop. You can call it whatever you'd like. Now, all we have, just an if statement. So if the video is playing, so if the player's playing, is not true. So if it's not playing, we're going to make it play, and then we're going to have the pause button as an option. So then if the video is currently playing, we're going to pause it, and then we're going to change it to the start sprite. Make sure to save this script. We're going to come back. It's saving. Then we have to assign the script first to the video player. So in this case, we got to tell it what button. We got to give it the 2 sprites. All right, and then go to the button. So now we need to tell it what to do. So on click, we want it to do the method we just wrote. Our script was just assigned in our scene to our video player. Our script name, start stop, and then the name of our method, change start stop. So now when I click play, the video does not play.
Welcome to this video where I will be describing
It plays only
how to disable and enable.
when I want to. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have learned how to make this start stop button. If you want to learn more about how to just change the button image, you can watch this video above. Other than that, I hope you have learned something that you can implement into your own project.